Welcome back. Anna Bradley is still with us. And before I transfer back to her, I do want to share with all of you that I was practicing the chair pose over the break, and I can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. So did I get it?
That's it.
Good.
Well,
okay.
And we're going to talk about this more, but I think it's important for people to know that this is a skill, this is a practice, right? I tell my students all the time, this is yoga practice, not yoga perfect, right?
Yeah, that's
we just
for sure.
try on our way to different places, and every day it's going to be different.
Awesome.
Without judgment and with compassion is
Okay.
key.
I like that. So what's next on our yoga lesson for today?
So today, the last thing I want to talk about is flexibility.
Okay.
So there's a lot of components to flexibility, right? We can be flexible in our minds, and we can be flexible in our bodies. And the same thing goes with heart health and balance, right? We can be balanced physically and mentally. We can be healthy in our heart emotionally and physically. And so, I think that, again, giving ourselves an opportunity to practice these things in a safe environment helps us in more ways than we think of right away. It's more than just a physical exercise.
Okay, well, that makes sense to me. But what happens to our flexibility as we get older? I'm guessing we become less flexible?
Yeah, we do. It's similar to how we've been talking about already. We have changes in our joints. We also have changes in our tendons and our ligaments that make our joints feel more constricted or restricted in movement. The cartilage that cushions our joints also breaks down, which can cause things like arthritis or inflammation, can be painful. And then we're also learning more and more about something that we call connective tissue or fascia, which is the substance that wraps around all of our muscles and our organs throughout our body, and our yoga practice actually helps us keep that lubricated. It keeps it from getting too sticky and clumped together, which helps us maintain our flexibility.
Okay, so do you have some yoga moves that you could share with us? We'll see, I'll attempt to do these to see if it will help with that.
So, yep, absolutely. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find that space again at the edge of our chairs.
Okay.
Ground those feet down.
Okay.
And then since we're talking about flexibility, it's really important to think about a concept that we call minimum edge. And so moving to the minimum place where you start to feel movement and then deciding from there where to go as opposed to just going straight to the finish line.
Okay.
I think a lot of times people think that we either do it all completely or we don't do it at all, and that's really not true. There's a lot of in between. And so going to that first place where you start to feel it and then deciding if you want to go a little deeper or if you want to come out of a pose or change something is where we start to discern what's good for us and what's not. And so the first thing we're going to do is work with the 6 degrees of flexibility in the spine. And so we're actually going to go ahead and leave our left hand, go ahead and either hold it onto the side of the chair or actually underneath the chair. You can also come through the arm, whatever's most comfortable.
Okay.
And then we're just going to reach the right arm up and start to drop it over. The tendency here is going to be drop the right shoulder down to protect the heart. See if you can lift it up and drop it back. Okay, and again, just to the point that's comfortable. That might be a really imperceptible movement you feel like. It might just be here. It might be further. But just see what you can do.
Okay.
And then you'll drop that down and try that on the other side. So we're doing lateral bending on both sides with our spine.
Is it to keep your back straight and move instead of moving my whole
So we're keeping our hips grounded down.
Okay, yeah, there, okay.
But if you have something like SI joint pain, then let the pelvis lift up with you a little bit.
Perfect.
And then go ahead and come down. And then we can twist. We can use the chair, let the left hand come to the left knee, right hand to the chair arm or to the side of the chair.
That one feels good.
Yeah. And again, each of these, you don't have to hold for like 30 seconds in each one, but 5 or 10 breaths in each of these positions. Just big breaths in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth, whatever's most comfortable. Let's try that on the other side. And actually, I should say, starting at center, inhale first, get a nice long spine, sit up straight, and then rotate through the rib cage. Nice. And then let's go ahead and come back. The next movement that we're going to do, so we did lateral bending and then we did twisting. And now we're just going to do flexion and extension with the spine. And so go ahead and take the arms in front like you're holding a beach ball. And with an inhale, pull the fingers apart, pull the heart through the arms. You're okay. And maybe lift the gaze if it feels good in the neck. And then as you exhale, start to bring the fingertips back together. Maybe press through the backs of the hands to the opposite wall, tucking chin to chest. So we're arching in the back. Inhale and pull the heart through the arms. And exhale to round. And you can do that maybe one more time, inhaling to open and exhaling to round, really pushing through the backs of those hands to get a nice stretch across the shoulder girdle.
Okay.
And then the hands can come back down.
Okay. We have about 1.5 minutes left. Do you have anything else to show me?
I do.
Okay.
So we're going to move into a pigeon pose. And what I
Okay.
want to do first, well, let's demonstrate it with and without the chair, actually.
Okay.
So to come into a pigeon pose while seated,
Okay.
we're actually going to take your right ankle there and cross it over your left knee.
Okay.
Okay. And how does that feel in the knee?
Good.
Okay, good. That's a good sign.
Okay,
So
good.
any heat in the joint, any tingling,
Okay.
we want to come out of a position.
Okay.
That's not good.
Okay.
So go ahead and press through the ball of the foot here and then let the toes draw back, kind of like you're wearing high heels. If anyone doesn't know what it feels like to wear high heels,
Okay.
just think about Barbie feet or
Barbie feet.
maybe
Okay.
borrow a pair from
Okay.
somebody in town.
Okay.
And then go ahead and drop that down. And again, you would do this on
Okay.
both sides.
Okay.
But just in case, that can be a really hard position to get into. You're really
Okay.
lucky that that was so easy for you.
Okay.
Go ahead and just bring the leg up, making sure that the shin is fully supported on the
Okay.
chair.
Okay.
And then, I don't know how well the camera can see this, but your knee is actually kind of suspended in air from
Yes.
the chair. And so taking a blanket or a couch pillow to support
Oh,
that
yeah.
joint.
Great.
And so right now I'm just using my fist.
Okay.
But putting something there so that you can support the skeleton so that the muscles can relax,
Okay.
really is what we're doing.
Okay.
Same idea, you're still feeling it in the hip?
Yep.
All right, that's it.
Okay. And that's about all the time we have left.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Great job.
Okay. Well, Anna, I'd like to thank you for sharing your knowledge and your demonstration with us. And for
pleasure.
you at home, I'd like to thank you for watching. Remember, it's never too late to make exercise part of your daily routine, and yoga may be a great place to start. Until next time, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy for life with Healthy Living for Life. We'll see you next week.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.